Hello everyone, I'm Sagar from Time Institute Nasik. Friends, in this video we are going to discuss the analysis of CAT 2020 for slot 1. Compared to last year, compared to 2019, this was the easy paper, right? मैं section by section आपसे और कुछ details discuss करता हूँ, but overall it was an easy paper. ठीक है? So if I talk about the quant section, ठीक है? In quant section there were, if I talk about the number of questions, okay, so number of questions were 26, okay, 26 questions were there. And if I talk about the time allotted to the quant section, it was 40 minutes. So 40 minutes में आपको 26 questions करने थे, ठीक है? And overall difficulty level of the quant, मैंने तो ये बोला कि last year के comparison में easy था and overall quant section really easy था, right? Easy था. Yes, topic distribution were different, but if I talk about the difficulty level, then it was easy. Okay, so अगर मैं बात करता हूँ ये जो 26 क्वेश्चंस थे, ठीक है, इसमें एडवांस मैथ्स एंड बेसिक मैथ्स में थोड़ा ब्रॉडर पर्सपेक्टिव से बात करता हूँ, ठीक है, ज्यादा टॉपिक्स में नहीं जाता हूँ कि कौन से टॉपिक के ऊपर कितने क्वेश्चंस आते थे, बट इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द बेसिक मैथ्स जो आपका सिंपल इक्वेशन, रेशियो, प्रोपोर्शन से लेके एवरेजेस तक, ठीक है, इसके ऊपर अराउंड अराउंड 12 क्वेश्चंस थे, ठीक है, एंड जो रिमेनिंग क्वेश्चंस थे वो आपके एडवांस मैथ्स के ऊपर थे, मतलब 14 क्वेश्चंस. तो इस बार एडवांस मैथ्स के ऊपर, राइट, फंक्शंस, लॉग्स, उसके ऊपर थोड़े से ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस आए हैं कंपेयर्ड टू लास्ट, ठीक है, बट डिफिकल्टी लेवल वाज वेरी इजी. नाउ इफ आई टॉक अबाउट दिस 12 क्वेश्चंस, ठीक है, 12 या फिर मैं अगर मैं ओवरऑल अटेम्प्ट की अगर बात करता हूँ, ठीक है, क्वांट में आपने टोटल 26 क्वेश्चंस में से कितने अटेम्प्ट करने चाहिए थे, तो मिनिमम 15 क्वेश्चंस तो भी आपके हो जाएंगे आराम से, ठीक है, मिनिमम 50 क्वेश्चंस इफ आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट those 50 questions with 100% accuracy, right? अगर आपके 14 या 15 questions हुए हैं, then it will be a good score. Okay, that's it. ये मैं जस्ट एक रफ आइडिया दे रहा हूँ आपको सारे सेक्शंस की, ठीक है. देन हम बात करते हैं LRDI सेक्शन की, ठीक है. LRDI सेक्शन, see in LRDI section there were total 24 questions, ठीक है, 24 questions. एंड अगर मैं बात करता हूँ टाइम की, इसको भी आपको दिया गया था 40 मिनट्स, ठीक है, 40 मिनट्स दिया गया था. एंड ओवरऑल डिफिकल्टी लेवल जो है, ओवरऑल डिफिकल्टी लेवल जो है DILR सेक्शन का वो मॉडरेट था, ठीक है. अभी मॉडरेट इन द सेंस, सी देयर वर टोटल 5 सेट्स थे, एंड 2 सेट्स 6 क्वेश्चंस ईच, इसके ऊपर 6 क्वेश्चंस, इसके ऊपर 6 क्वेश्चंस, और ये जो थे वो 4 के लिए थे, ठीक है. DI पार्ट जो है स्पेसिफिकली वो थोड़ा सा लेंदी था, उसको समझने में ज्यादा टाइम लग रहा था, क्वेश्चंस थोड़े बड़े बड़े थे, बट LR के जो क्वेश्चंस थे, खास करके वेन डायग्राम्स के ऊपर क्वेश्चन आए थे, दोस वर रियली वेरी इजी, राइट. सो अगर मैं बात करता हूँ 2 सेट्स, राइट, इसमें से जो 2 सेट्स थे वो इजी थे, ठीक है. वन वॉज वेरी डिफिकल्ट, मतलब कैलकुलेशन डिफिकल्ट इन द सेंस क्या, LRDI में अगर डिफिकल्ट किसको बोलते हैं, जिसको लिए ज्यादा टाइम, सॉल्व तो सारे क्वेश्चंस हो जाते हैं LRDI के, सोचते रहो हो जाता है सॉल्व, बट कैलकुलेशंस एंड वो समझने का टाइम, लेंदी क्वेश्चंस ज्यादा थे. एक सेट मुझे बहुत ज्यादा लेंदी लगा और फिर एक मॉडरेट था, दोनों मॉडरेट थे, ठीक है. 2 सेट्स में अगेन बोल रहा हूँ बहुत बहुत इजी थे, ये जो 2 सेट्स थे 4 मार्क्स के लिए वो बहुत इजी थे, ठीक है. वेन डायग्राम्स का यूज करके वो थे, बाकी मैं टॉपिक्स अभी नहीं बता रहा हूँ आपको, ठीक है. देन सेम इसमें अगर मैं आइडियल अटेम्प्ट की बात करता हूँ, आउट ऑफ 24 क्वेश्चंस, ठीक है, आउट ऑफ 24 क्वेश्चंस अगर आपने 14 क्वेश्चंस भी किए होंगे, देन इट विल बी अ गुड अटेम्प्ट, ठीक है. 14 क्वेश्चंस अगर आपके हुए हैं विद 100% एक्यूरेसी, आई एम अगेन सेइंग, देन इट विल बी कंसीडर एज अ गुड स्कोर, ठीक है. चलो, सो ये LRDI सेक्शन के बारे में था एंड VARC कुछ जनरल बातें भी मैं आपसे कर लेता हूँ कि एग्जाम का बाकी एक्सपीरियंस अगर देखो बहुत सारे लोगों ने क्या किया, कुछ लोगों का VARC अच्छा नहीं गया तो वो बोले कि हम कंफ्यूज हो गए, फिर थोड़ा डाउन हो गए और उसका इफेक्ट LRDI में एंड क्वांट में आया। प्लीज ऐसा मत होने दो, राइट? डू नॉट कैरी फॉरवर्ड दिस नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट ऑफ अ पर्टिकुलर सेक्शन इन द नेक्स्ट सेक्शन। ओके, गया कोई पर्टिकुलर जिसको LRDI सपोर्ट डिफिकल्ट गया तो थोड़ा मूड ऑफ मत होने दो, उसको क्वांट अच्छा करो। आपको अगर डिफिकल्ट गया है एंड आपने अच्छे से प्रिपेयर किया तो सबको डिफिकल्ट गया होगा, ठीक है? सो डू नॉट कैरी फॉरवर्ड द नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट ऑफ एनी पर्टिकुलर सेक्शन टू द नेक्स्ट सेक्शन, ठीक है? एंड अगेन मैं बात करता हूँ, अगर टेस्ट इंटरफेस की अगर आपने टाइम की MCATs दी है देन आपको ये एक जस्ट अनदर MCAT लगेगा। इंटरफेस के मामले में सब कुछ सेम था, वही क्वेश्चन पैलेट, क्वेश्चन का मतलब पूरा जो स्ट्रक्चर है वो सब एकदम आपको फैमिलियर ही लगने वाला है, ठीक है? एंड द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, ये जो सारे सेक्शन के क्वेश्चंस की मैं बात कर रहा हूँ, जो भी टॉपिक्स आए हुए हैं क्वेश्चन पेपर में, वो सारे के सारे टॉपिक्स एज वेल एज क्वेश्चन के टाइप्स हमने कवर किए हैं क्लासरूम्स में, ठीक है? एंड एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव प्रोसेस जो भी है वो अगेन एज यूजुअल था। आपको आपका जाते ही आपका एक फोटो लिया जाता है, फिर स्कैनिंग होता है एंड दैट्स इट। आप एक सैनिटाइजर बॉटल रखो, ग्लूज रखो, वाटर बॉटल रखो, हॉल टिकट, ठीक है? बस बाकी सारे इंस्ट्रक्शंस तो हमने दिए ही है ऑलरेडी आपको, क्या क्या लेके जाना है, क्या क्या नहीं लेके जाना है, ठीक है? एंड कैल्सी, यस कैल्सी प्रोवाइडेड है, ऑन स्क्रीन कैलकुलेटर तो होता ही है जिसमें आप स्क्वायर रूट वगैरह निकाल सकते हो, ठीक है? परसेंटेजेस निकाल सकते हो, कोई भी नंबर का इनवर्स निकाल सकते हो, दैट्स इट। ओके, सो बाकी टेक्निकल कोई मुझे ग्लिचेस नहीं लगा, एवरीथिंग वेंट वेरी स्मूथली, ठीक है? नाउ that's it of about quant and LRDI section, ठीक है? Now our language expert Jyoti Verma ma'am will explain you the analysis of VARC section.
Thank you, Sagar sir, for your valuable inputs on DILR. Coming to the VARC slot 1, no major surprises from the CAT this year. That must have been very relieving for the students. When I say no major surprises, the format basically was the same like last year's. Obviously, the number of questions were proportionally decreased. So there was a total of 26 questions in the VARC. So 26 questions in the VARC split into 18 for the RC and 8 for the VA questions. So the format more or less the same. RC questions 80, VA was typical of last year's. You had para summary, para jumble and odd one out. Para summary was given 3 questions, 3 for para jumble and 2 for odd one out. In para jumbles, there was one 5-sentence para jumble and one 4-sentence para jumble. So by and large, the VA pattern did not deviate from anything new. There was no grammar, no para completion, no direct questions on vocabulary. So no surprises over here. And they were easy to attempt by and large. There was one tricky para summary passage where a couple of options made sense, and if you would have looked at it carefully, then it is just with the use of grammar or the words that helped you take to the answer. In para jumbles as well, by and large, they were easy to moderate, nothing really difficult. And odd one out, there was one easy and one slightly tricky one over here. So I would say that this was fairly doable, and students should not have left this left the section of 8 questions over here. Coming to RC, again, I would say that the range of difficulty was from easy to high moderate. Now, when I say easy, there were in total 4 passages. So 4 passages for RC, 18 questions were distributed amongst this. 2 were small passages with 4 questions each. One was mediocre, which was also 4 questions, and you had one last difficult passage for 8 questions. So if I were to do again reading comprehension, you have 1 RC, which was difficult, 6 questions, 2 RCs, easy in the category of easy, 4 questions each, and 1 of mediocre difficulty and length with 4 questions over here. So that was the distribution of the nature of the passages. And if you would have done an initial run through or brief touch upon on each passages, you would have realized which ones to take and which ones not to take. Where we come to the length of the passage as well, the 2 passages over here were of average length, not very lengthy, in the range of 400 to 500 words, 400 to 450 words, and this was also around 500, 550 words. The lengthiest passage was the one with 6 questions, and that was certainly crossing more than 700 over here. Now, coming to the topic of the passages, as usual, our stress on diverse reading has paying off over here. So you had one easy passage basically on vocabulary, direct question on vocabulary, grammar, how is vocabulary formed, how are sentences made with noun and article. So this was a very direct question on grammar itself. Another one was on history based, China's history and the medium of buying and selling, that is trading. Instead of money, they were using coins, grains, and textiles. So it was relatively easy to follow. Language was very simple, and though these easy questions were kind of balanced with inferential based questions. So here you could get a little stuck because the paragraphs flow was very easy, the topic was easy to understand, the vocabulary wasn't very fancy at all, but this was balanced with asking inference based questions over here. So not in all, not in totality, but there were a few database questions too in this. Now, coming to the mediocre one, here there was a mix of inference-based and data-based. The topic was on politics over here, politics and the type of government. So I would say more civics-related topic. Now, it was on anarchy and vis-a-vis liberalism. It was a semi-argumentative topic, so it required some involvement and thinking. Certain correlations were needed to establish over there, and again this had a mix of inference-based as well as fact-based questions. Finally, coming to the last passage, 6 questions, lengthy passage. Though the passage topic was not very strange or different or highly difficult, it was about elephant populations of particular kind and their migration and its effects. So it was biology based, plus with a trace of scientific knowledge that was reflected in a study being conducted. Now, this required a lot of involvement because apart from the length, there was a lot of data given, there was a lot of time frame mentioned also here, plus in comparison with the current situation, what had happened in the past. So it was analytical in nature as well. So descriptive as well as analytical, and this was also peppered with equal number of questions on inference-based and database question. So if I were to give you a summary, a total summary of this, by and large, the VARC section was much easier than the 2019 VARC. It was very much doable, and had you given enough time for your preparation and read a lot, then you would have certainly aced the section for sure. So students who have read well, done their practice well, got comfortable with the type of questions that are being asked, this was a very doable section, and one can score very well in this. Yes, if I were to now give you a total split of the total type of questions that have been coming, so I would say about 11 to 12 questions were inference based. So around 11 to 12 were inference based, and 6 to 7 were database. Now, I have given a range 11 to 12 and 6 to 7 because some of them worked in combination. A couple of questions of inference based also required a lot of data searching, whereas a couple of data searching questions required some logic or analysis to be applied to it over there. As usual, there were a couple of questions on except that. So this is the focus of the CAT study, except that questions were definitely there. Main idea and supporting ideas were there. Also application of the question, which is inference based. So split bending more towards inference based questions were there, again reiterating the fact that the CAT is going into analysis even in the VARC section. So pure vocabulary, pure grammar is not what it is. It is all inferential based, and extensive reading, intelligent reading is the key to its success. Over here, I would like to highlight one thing which happened with me while I was giving the exam. Fortunately or unfortunately, where the registration desk was kept, where the students' photograph and eye scan were taken, I got the console right next to the registration desk. And though it didn't involve a lot of walking, I had to just complete my registration and sit over there. But there was a flip side to it. The registration went on even after the exam started. So my clock started ticking at 8:30 and the registration continued for another 6-7 minutes over there, which was quite disturbing because they were talking, they were taking photographs, they were making noise. And so if you keep your calm and do not get disturbed by all this, it's fine. But this also is an indicator that students should come to the exam center on time, not to create a problem for the others. So those 7-8 minutes which were lost um, kind of disturbs you, breaks your focus and your equilibrium, and then you try to do as much as you can over there. So these are certain things that spring up unexpectedly without knowing that this would be there. So I guess a lot of practice will keep your cool, will help to keep your cool, and you might just run through things quickly. Coming to what would be the ideal attempt in VARC, I think a score of anywhere between 50 plus should be very good to get to a 90 plus percentile. Anywhere between 55 plus will surely cross the 96, 97 threshold over there. So questions that were doable, I told you, even most of the questions were doable given the time. Yes, there was the pressure of time. It was that just one section which required a lot of involvement, and if you were to choose the questions carefully, then this was a good section to start with and set the rhythm of the balance two sections. So definitely a consolation that there have been no major changes in the pattern, the format, and the type of questions that were expected over here. All right, and happy test taking for the rest of the 2 slots, and hope this video has been of help in tackling or creating the right environment and the mood for giving the examination. Thank you very much.